Hello, beautiful people of Earth. I feel like I always get that introduction wrong. I try to always quote that funny Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like, hello, the Earth says hello. Hello, Starshine, the Earth says hello. Got it. Got it this time. What is this? Sorry, my Facebook is pulled up. I officially feel your SP course blows your money course out of the water. It is a completely different level. Okay. Hello, beautiful people. Sorry. I did not realize that some people had, I guess, DM'd me some praise or some success stories. My girlie is standing by. She's going to call in a few moments. But I did want to let you guys know, hello, beautiful people, that the self-concept experience, the money program, and the persistence of resistance is still on sale in honor of this beautiful success story of $80,000 in under 21 days. This is crazy to me. This is insanity to me. The amount of expansion and magic that's been happening in my personal coaching is bananas, like Gwen Stefani would say. Literally bananas. So we're going to get a little bit of a money talk today. In honor of her, I've extended that sale should anybody want it. The Obsession course, yes, Jenny, you can still purchase it. It is capable of being purchased at any given point in time. Once I begin, I don't close the doors of people entering because I don't like prohibiting people from knowledge that can help them. And in many instances, maybe individuals just need an extra week or two to get their funds together. So absolutely, you can still join. And the last announcement I'll say is the Be Chosen masterclass is happening tomorrow. If you struggle with doing your own manifestation equation, this is going to be a much more interactive masterclass where I engage with my audience a little bit more and help them fill in how to actually become independent from any and all coaches, including myself, because that's always been my mission from day one. And I feel like, once again, it's one of those things that has set me apart from the rest, is I teach people how to not need me. I teach people how to be independent because my goal and my mission is to impact millions of people worldwide. And I cannot do that if I'm still working on the same individuals indefinitely. I teach you the tools to be liberated and free from me. So this will be a good masterclass for you. Hello?
Oh, hi, Persis.
Hey, hon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Clearly.
Awesome. Okay, so I have individuals here and they are ready to kind of hear a little bit about this story, especially because a lot of them have some money goals in 2023. So
Okay.
I'd love for you to kind of give a little bit of introduction and, I guess begin in some of the, topics that we had discussed privately. So that way they can get a really good feel for what has been, your process of day one until now. And then we will just continue to expand on it. And if you guys have any questions for her, I will try to pick out the top questions out of this live. And, if I find that it can help the group, I will definitely ask her. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm basically, I was just, I think I was at a bottom for me. I'm a pretty good manifester. I mean, old school manifestation, you write things down and then, like they say, you set it and forget it and then you just go on. And so I would be doing manifestations like in the beginning of the year, write it down, leave it alone, and then things would show up. So basically, I'm pretty self-made. I wasn't raised rich, middle-class family, and I was able to be self-made. I mean, and I have I am not my highest level of education is some college. Okay, so just so you have background, I'm a business owner, and I'm basically self-made. I was able to, accumulate about $1 million, and then I put in it, and then I manifested this building that I really wanted badly, and it was a 5.5 million building. This is a building where my business is in, and after I manifested that, then everything went south for me, and stress of I'm not a person who usually lives paycheck to paycheck, and it was like paycheck to paycheck. It was like every time I could manifest money coming in, but it went out just as quickly, and sometimes even quicker than I could pay off things. And I have a staff of employees that I have to pay. So this has been going on for like a year or so after I bought this building. And like my manifestations, I feel like it's been very wonky. It comes in and then it goes, and I get fearful, and it gets a little crazy for me. And so I basically, in the beginning of the year, I saw Persis TikTok video. And I got to tell you, Persis, I love you. I mean, you are a lifesaver, okay, for me.
Thank you.
No, truly. I mean, if you guys can't see what a genius this woman is, she's a genius, okay? I've never seen anything like this I'm 59 years old, so I've been doing manifestation for years. I mean, probably 20, 30 years. And, my manifestations, the one that I write down, it takes about a year for the big ones to manifest for me, okay? So it's not like a quick manifestation for me. And so anyway, I was at my wit's end. I had to choose. I found her, and then I was like, I have to choose between making payroll or getting a coaching package from Persis. And I said, you know what the hell? If this doesn't work, I don't know what else will. So I dropped the money with Persis, and one thing. So I dropped the money with Persis, and then we had pretty quickly we had a phone call, and I was in tears. I was in a lot of fear. Was in a lot of fear about my financial insecurities. And this was like a $1,200. She was having a holiday special. I was so lucky. I came during the time she was having specials for the new year. So I paid like $1,200 for two coaches, 2 phone calls, and then a month of texting. And so we're talking, and I was looking back at my notes because what I would do is I texted her how I was feeling, what was going on, and I kept a day-to-day account of it, and I'm still doing that with her, what's going on, because, feelings come up, just different things come up. So she's like there, the coaching package, it was like so great because it was almost instantly I got my answers. I didn't, it took some, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like as soon as I wrote, it came up. It was like a day later, but that's so much faster than waiting a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is to, go on to one of these lives or something. So the first day, after she gave me a list of affirmations, and, for me, I was such at a bottom. I'm like, I'm going to do whatever she tells me. If she tells me to stand on one foot and, sing the Star Spangled Banner, I'll do it, because I did not know what to do anymore. I've tried, I've tried on my own for a whole year. Sorry, somebody's calling.
No, it's okay.
And then, so on my, sorry, it's a different phone call. And I tried for that whole year on my own, and it just didn't work. But I couldn't find anybody who has her concept. So anyway, day one, so I had my conversation. She gave me these affirmations. I read the affirmation. I felt so relieved. It was weird. It was such a big, huge relief for me. And I told her that it's a freedom that I can be okay. And so day one, okay. After I had my phone call, that afternoon, I had $4,000 that dropped into my account. Then a little while after that, another $8,000. Okay, granted, this is like money that people owe me, but I've been asking for this money for over a month. I've been sending them emails, hey, are you guys going to give me my money? Yeah, I'm not in that way, but I was just like, hey, just checking in, seeing if, the payment is going to go through. It was stuck. The payment was stuck. The money was stuck, And I felt like when I released it, and I was right after my phone call, so it was a $12,000 day for me. And then I wrote down the days and how much money started showing up. So day 3, I got $4,800. Day 4, another 1,000 came in. Then day 8. So I'm not only doing the coaching, but I also, because if you listen to her program, if you're part of any of her programs, the lives are great, but the programs are incredible. It blows my mind. I mean, I keep listening to all the programs. So I'm taking her obsession program. Also, it's a live program. So after I took the first session, $11,000 dropped in. This is money that I've been waiting for also, because we do holiday setups. These guys take forever to pay it. I've been like so intense about it. I was like, come on, hurry up and pay her. You know, my focus was like, they're not paying me. Okay. But as soon as I took that, like I said, right after that class, boom, 11,000 dropped. And then also on top of that, we got a contract for $15,000 to set up plants. Okay. I'm a flower shop. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, these numbers sound large. Not all flower shops get large amounts contracts like this, okay? But this is just dropping in, okay? Day 9, I got 1.5, $1,500. Day 12, okay. So another thing that I've been doing is that when bad situations happen, she has these great. She is full of all these tools that you can use. It's crazy. Because if I can't figure something out, I can pull another tool. I can do this. And that's what I'm doing with her programs, too. Been buying her programs. I've been listening to the tools. And so one of them is like, before I got to her, it felt like the other day something wrong happened. Okay, I got into a car accident in my car. Just fixed everything up. We got new engine, tires, filled up my gas tank, everything. Everything was fixed up, right? I got in a car accident because I was so scared financially. I didn't have collision. So basically, the guy T-boned me, but they basically, the insurance company claimed that it was pretty much both our faults. So my car that I had, I could have got, they said 18 to 30,000 for my car. I got 0 for my car. So I had to downgrade into a cheaper car, okay? It was just one thing, bills started showing up. It was just bad. I was just like, God, please stop this. Why are you torturing me? Why are you giving me all this? I'm spiritual, okay? So I said, why are you giving me all these bad things are happening to me? Okay, this is prior to seeing Persis, right? Meeting with Persis. And then so the whole concept is something bad happens, for me, I would say, so what? God has a better plan, or something better is going to show up. So I got this van that we've been using because I can't buy a new van because of the whole situation. I'm financially strapped at that point, right? So somebody hits my van for the store, right? Hits the van, and it's a lady's fault, okay? Now my van is old, 2008, almost 300,000 miles. Maybe I could have sold it for $1,000. So the insurance came back to this because something better happens, even though something that I felt was bad, but it's okay. Something else better is going to happen. They gave me $6,500 for the van, plus another $1,250 for the storage on that. Okay. And then, so what I'm focusing on now is like what I'm getting. So I got cash, $240 worth of cash, even though it's not big, it's still okay. I'm just focusing on all the good. Money's coming in. It doesn't matter. $20 coming in. Then, so part of the building, we haven't rented out the building. The tenants left. One tenant left. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of the blue, this guy shows up. And that's another one of my affirmations. Money comes out of the blue. This guy signs a contract. He wants 2 years in my building. And that's another $34,000 on day 14, okay? All of a sudden, I get out of the blue an escrow check that, from getting the property, $1,700 show up on day 15. On day 16, I get about $650 cash. Day 17, $9,400 shows up for me. Day 18, another 2,200. So in 3 weeks, this is only 3 weeks, okay? Over 80,000. This is what and you got to understand, this is what, like, I'm not always at my workplace, so this is what I see coming in. There's more that came in, but I just haven't, put it together yet. So it's like all of a sudden, and then also my whole thing was with my flower shop, we're not going to be busy. I was telling Persis my sad story. The economy's crashing, the inflation, and we're not going to, and one of my affirmations is, we are, going to be busy. We're going to have a booming business. We're going to be busy all year round, kind of a thing. And all of a sudden, and then I actually got another plant contract from somebody else that's probably I just haven't looked it up. But my guy was telling me we got another plant contract, which is about another 17,000 plants, green plants. Okay, nothing special. Green plants in a pot. Yeah, it is special because it'd be a little prettier than what you can buy at the store. But plants for people's offices. Okay, so it's like I cannot stress enough. For me, coaching is very important. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is only 3 weeks. You think I'm going to let this lady go? I'm not letting her go. I'm signing up for a whole year package that she put together for me, okay? Because I want to keep going. And you know what I love about Persis is that, okay, so one of my big dreams, and this is where, we're going to go, me and her are going to go here. I want to be a billionaire. I'm not even close to that. I'm still paying bills and all that, catching up and everything like that. She just gave me, what I love about her is that she course corrected me. She goes, give me all your affirmations that you're using. Tell me what percentage is working. And then we're going to course correct you, and we're maybe change the wording on it so that I can be more laser beam. I told her this, okay? And I hear people talk about, I want my celebrity crush to be my SP and everything like that, right? She never says no. She's like, okay. It just blows my mind. This is a secret of mine that I didn't tell even my family. I don't tell my friends that I want to be a billionaire. Okay? I don't know. For years and years, I've always wanted to be a billionaire, live that lifestyle. And it's just something that I want to do, okay? She didn't laugh at me. She didn't say, no, I'm sorry. You kind of, okay, yeah. She was just like, okay, no problem. We'll figure it out. Let's just figure it out. I love that about her. You know why? Because it's not a belief system she has. It's like a knowledge she has. It's like, I know this is going to happen. And riding on her coattails where she believes or she knows, I know now. I know. I was listening, and like I said, I got 3 of her programs. I got the Persistence of Resistance program. I'm in the Obsession one, which is live. The Persistence of Resistance is a recorded one. But I'm getting so much out of that. I was just listening the other day, and she's just stating facts. Okay, this is a fact that this is going to happen. But I have to do the work, and I have been doing the work. I'm willing to do the work, because I'm the type of person who, if something happens, I start taking it personally. And I can't take stuff for face value. So, like, my debts started coming in, and I started telling her, I got this tax bill that's $80,000. I don't know what to do. I have no money. I don't have the money for that. She goes, it's a bill, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to, you're going to be debt free. Your things are going to, she gives me the directive and says, this is where you need to be. She course corrects me. She's like I told her, you're like the University of Manifestation, I want to get my PhD, and she gives you the roadmap and she tells you, you got to go this direction, and go here. And, I listened to her. Like I said, if she told me to hop on one foot, I would do it, and then even though I don't believe what she says, the biggest, I'm very confident. Okay. I'm a very confident person. Before I got to her, I did a lot of work on myself. She gave me these 2 affirmations. I'm valuable and I'm worthwhile. I always felt like, when I got it, I was like, wait, what does that mean? I think I'm very confident. I know all my stuff, right? And I had to look up the words because I was just thinking to myself, okay, what does valuable really mean? What does worthwhile really mean? It's interesting because around money, We do. She also has you do like journaling or scripting and whatever. She's just so many tools. If something doesn't work, it's like, here, do this. Oh, here, do that. Why don't you try this? It's like amazing. So I did some thing on money, and I realized when I was a little girl, I went to a birthday party, and I had the cheapest gift. I couldn't afford a nice gift. I had the least expensive gift. Nobody said anything, okay? But in my head, what I saw was, oh no, I'm embarrassed. This is embarrassing. I was so embarrassed at the party, okay? So what it did with me, what she talks about, her self-concept, my self-concept of myself is I can't be poor anymore. I got to work my ass off so I don't have to feel embarrassed with my life anymore, or who I am. So, part of my affirmation she gave me is like, I don't have to work hard. I don't have to kill myself working hard for money, because that's what I would do. This debt, where my head goes is, oh shit, I got to figure out how to make this money. I got to work hard. I used to, at work, I would work so hard that I would faint at work. I would work 24 hours straight. I think one time I worked like 36 hours straight.
Yeah. Until
I fainted. That's when I stopped, because my head was just so, I didn't realize that was deep down inside. She talks about how you have all these things deep down inside and you keep replaying them and you don't know why you're replaying them. This is why I'm replaying it, because I don't want to be embarrassed. Because if I'm poor, that means I'm going to be embarrassed. Yeah. And that was like I said, I'm 59 years old. That was when I was like maybe in fifth or sixth grade. I felt that way. And you don't know, the reason why I'm staying with her, okay, I don't believe, she put me in the right direction, but I told her that the reason why I'm staying with her, because when all this money comes in, my head's going to get a little off course, okay? If all of a sudden I got, $20 million, I might not know how to handle it. Like those lottery winners, they don't know how to handle the money. I want her to be able to teach me how my head doesn't go in a wonky direction and then I start losing it all and self-sabotaging. I want to be able to then make more money on it and keep going and going. So it's not about just, I'm going to get all these tools and then I think I'm good. Because for me, self-help doesn't work, because if it did, I wouldn't be in this place. I have money issues still. I mean, that's not only one. I must have a whole bunch in there, because if I didn't have any blocks, I would be a billionaire today. I mean, really think about it, because that would be my proof if I didn't have money blocks. So I must have some money blocks. I want her to dig those out of me through her coaching and through just going through her programs and everything. And, because I want it all. And what is so great about our community? We can talk about our dreams and not get laughed at. Because if I told my friends and family that I wanted to be a billionaire, they would laugh at me. They would say, it's not possible, you're crazy. And that's how I've been feeling for a long time, that my dreams, when you talk about, like, you want this person and, whoever it is, and they don't want you kind of feeling, and your family laughs at you or tells you, go move on or whatever, and you can't. It's like, there's nobody you can talk to about this who's going to help guide you to go where you want. And she doesn't judge you. She doesn't say, oh, I mean, I had one of her success stories where the guy, I was like blown away, because the guy that this lady wanted, right, he would hide from her. He was embarrassed to be around this lady. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it turned around where he's like almost stalking her, and she's like, okay, it's too much around me. And it's just like, but purses never go, oh, sorry, maybe you should look for somebody else. She doesn't. She goes, okay, if you want this person, we'll get him for you. It just, I mean, it just blows my mind.
I'm such a girl's girl and such a girl's guy. You know what I mean? I feel like I have the song in my head, all I do is win, 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 no matter what, but like in the form of my clients, you know what I mean? Because I just want to see everybody win, win, and then win some more. Like, I'm never going to tell you no. And I'm glad that you mentioned things like that, because I think some people, in case they're ever thinking that, there's a discrepancy between the person they see on live and the person they get in personal coaching, I'm on you like hot butter. And I'm like, okay, well, if we don't have it right now, we need to dig into what are the stories we have around this situation so we can start getting it. Like, I am always trying to figure out and uncover how we can disconnect from some of these stories in the past. And I think that's the beauty of, if you're not able to get results off of my life's work, my body of work, which is my free teaching, I think sometimes not enough individuals understand how truly transformative sometimes personalized help can be. Because I'll be honest with you, and she already mentioned it, she was crying on our first phone call, and I was already like, oh man, I don't know like how this is going to work for her. I hope she's going to be capable of getting her feet underneath her and having that hope and faith. Because how many times have I mentioned, like, don't sign up for coaching when all hope is lost and when you need like a quick, easy fix because life has been too disappointing for too much of a period of time. You need to be able to come into coaching with some gas in the tank to propel you to the next level, because it does require a certain amount of will, determination, discipline. I can be the most educated woman in the world. I can put all the tools in front of you. I can give you the how to build this guide. But if you don't even want to pick up a hammer or pick up a nail or pick up a piece of plywood, I can't do that for you. There is a certain level that you've got to do within yourself, because I can be like, here is everything. But you could just sit and be like, no, I don't think I'm mentally strong enough, because maybe you waited too late or you procrastinated a little bit too long. I cannot emphasize that enough, because she was in a bind when she first came. And once she started to speak out some of the stories that she had, I think she became overwhelmed with emotions because she didn't realize how much that stuff was hurting her. But a big beauty of the personalized help that she got was we were capable of pinpointing the exact problems and the exact issues that were going wrong. And I was capable, as like the affirmation queen, to create a beautiful, potent counter affirmation to like go straight into her subconscious mind. And it was incredible how self-motivated she became when she just got a plan that was catered to her. It was like all the strength re-entered her body and re-entered her soul. And like she said, she kind of like married some of my confidence and piggybacked off of my faith and took some of my faith to really instill this home and drown out any of the doubt that she may have had in her past. And that's difficult when you have decades of unfavorable programming. But think of how fast she quantum leaped into her ideal reality. You heard $10,000 on this day, $7,000 on this day, $1,200 on this day, $700 on this day, $8,000 on this day, $13,000 on this day. In under 21 days, she has probably manifested even over 80,000 because she has some money that she hasn't even accounted for just yet within that time frame, because it just kept coming. It just kept coming. It just kept amplifying. And why? Because she relentlessly practiced refocusing on the fact that things are working, the fact that things are coming, the fact that life doesn't have to be hard. And even when the money came in, she could have easily just went back into her old story. She could have easily been like, but where's the next amount of money going to come in? Who's the next person that's going to pay me? How is the next person going to find me? But she didn't. She stayed her due north, and she kept taking the advice I gave her. And that's, I think, the beauty of having a coach in your messages and the coach in your pocket, because there's nothing that can replace that level of communication. There's nothing that can replace it, in my opinion. Now, not everybody needs that level of connection and communication, but I cannot stress this enough for individuals who've been spinning their wheels for a while. Please try to seek out help from whoever, you resonate with, whoever feels good for you. But make sure that at the end of the day, you are signing up with someone that you believe in, that has, tools and mentalities that can support you, because I think a big part of also her ability to be successful is she needed a lot of different techniques. So I would come up with different things to kind of get her mindset to go in different ways. And I personally pride myself on being a person that is obsessed with educating myself even higher to grow, do more, accomplish, exceed, and excel above and beyond my means, because I'm just obsessed with personal development. I'm obsessed with personal growth. I'm obsessed with trying to figure out how to get people bigger, better, stronger, faster, quicker results. And I think that it shows with some of these different ways that I come up with explaining things that sometimes I just pull out of thin air, because I'm so education driven. And I just love so much that this has helped you. And I can't wait for the magic that we're going to create in a year's time. So we wanted to do this live as we get closer to the end of our first package. So that way you guys can also track her story and see how she does over the span of 1 year. Because I think it's going to be so transformative. And it's true, if you don't have your manifestation right now, there are some stories that are probably hindering you or holding you down. Otherwise, you would be having it. It is your personal responsibility to dive in and see what those stories are and start to dissolve it. Literally.
Can I say another thing too?
Yeah.
Also, for you guys, that everybody who thinks that the coaching's too expensive, wait a year, wait 2 years, because I'm a business owner. I know a good thing. She's going to get so expensive. She's going to get to the point where she's not going to be able to take people. And that's why I want her to make me enough money so I can afford her forever. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are hesitating, you're hemming and hawing and stuff like that, wait a year. You'll see how much more this is going to be, because she's just starting. And once she starts taking off, man, she's going to be untouchable. I'm telling you. I can see it already.
That's so sweet of you to say. I definitely,
no, it's true.
No, I appreciate that so kindly. And I did, kind of address, I guess one person, talking about my pricing. I will say something in case anybody may have not seen my statuses or stories on my socials. I am actually one of the lowest paid creators, despite the amount of magnitude of audience that I have. I probably get paid dollars on the amount that other coaches make. Sometimes when people go to my website, they may see like $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 and be like, what does this woman think of herself? But if you understand, and I will briefly touch on it right now for anybody who did not see those stories, I want you to kind of comprehend where that number comes from, or maybe where my mentality came from. Every coach out there on the market does the stereotypical $250 per 5 messages. That boils down to about $50 a message, okay? I'm getting paid probably, if I do that math correctly, $20 to their $50. That means that they're making so much more than what I would ever be making. The beauty of an unlimited package is I literally just charge individuals at like 1 message per day, knowing very well that individuals are going to redeem above and beyond that. And I did speak in my stories quite extensively that I've had individuals have back and forth messaging where I went in when the package ended and I literally hand counted everybody's messages back and forth. More than 150 messages were exchanged in just one coaching package. If I would have charged what stereotypical coaches charge, I would have made $7,500 approximately and not $2,000. I'm getting maybe a third of what another coach would get. So I don't think people always comprehend that or see that side of the equation because they just see the big ticket amount. But that big ticket amount is like me basically lowballing myself so tremendously, because if I actually would have gotten compensated the amount of messages they needed to reap that result, I would have been paid 60, 70% more than what I actually ended up with.
Well, you're not expensive.
Yeah.
This is not expensive coaching. I'm telling you, this is not. I mean, if you go to a gym, My guy just paid $1,500 to get a month's worth of workouts. This is not expensive because look, I paid $1,200 the first day. First day, I made $12,000, 10 times.
Yeah.
And it just kept flowing in and flowing in. So if you're hesitating, for me, it was a leap of faith. It's a leap of faith. If you believe in what she's talking about, how can you go wrong? You know what I mean? Take that leap of faith. Take the instructions, get the courses. I'm serious. I'm going to buy all your courses because every course that I've purchased, there's a nugget. There's
the wisdom is overflowing.
Yeah, it is. It's just crazy. And then I keep getting stronger and stronger. And my belief in being a billionaire is. I was watching the Persistence of Resistance one of them, and you know what? It was the weirdest feeling because what came over me is I'm going to be a billionaire. Like I would say it to you, but I feel it now. It's just like that just like that warmth went over me. You're going to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
She's changing how my whole body is feeling. I'm working on like a new person, and I feel like I'm already in love with this person. I don't even know them. It's just a weird. It's not weird. This is what manifestation is. So part of that. I cannot say enough good things about her and what she does. She's a genius is what she's doing. I love Abraham Hicks, and I was listening to one of their things the other day. They were saying, you got to raise your vibration. You got to raise your vibration. And I'm thinking to myself, how do I raise my vibration? I don't know. Give me some tools. Tell me how I'm supposed to do it. They don't tell you how to do it. But she does. She has like 1,000 tools in her tool bag, and she keeps throwing it out. And she gives it away for free, too, a lot of times. But you want to buy these programs because they're very precise. They're very intense. They're great. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Absolutely. I appreciate it so kindly. Now, I know that there was a couple of questions, but if anybody could recopy and repaste their questions here and now, I definitely want to pick out a couple of them to see if you guys have any questions for her. I am trying to take your feedback and make the live interview success stories a little bit more shorter, so that way it's just the potent information. No, it's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. But if you guys have any more questions for her, I'm going to take a minute or two to kind of scan the comments section and see what we have. What changed in the way that you manifested? That's a good question. I feel like you've spoken on that, but if you want to get into it a little bit more, just, go for it if you resonate with the question.
I think for me, the manifestations, when she gave me she actually wrote up manifestations for me. That these were manifestations that I couldn't even conceive, okay? Mm-hmm. I would not have thought of any of this. We just had our talk, and she could see what I cannot see. And that's what the coaching's about. I cannot fix myself because I can't see my problem. She saw my problems. I said the first day that right after I did my manifestations, it was amazing because I felt a sense of freedom and hope at that point. You know what I mean? And it was great. So that's one of the big things for her because she gave me all these manifestations. That's totally shifted my direction.
Love it.
Totally.
Yeah. So I think basically to sum up what she's saying in this specific instance, because she is a personal client, she used to spin her wheels for a year to get some of her biggest manifestations. But what changed in the way she manifested was probably using my equation and getting just laser focused on what exactly is going wrong. And honestly, having someone with a deep sense of knowledge to guide her in that direction. I think that's probably the pivotal points that got her to get to this level, because this is very fast manifestation. If you tell yourself right now, Elena, maybe, you're going to have your desire in 21 days, there may be a bunch of stories that come up in your head for why that's not feasible, why that's not logical, why that's not possible. And these private containers, not group containers, we kind of really focus in on dissolving your associationship with all of these logical reasons, and to get you to, at the very least, find optimism and hope that once you dissolve these stories, you're really on the other side of your manifestation already. because your manifestation loads in your reality as quickly as you disassociating from the reasons for why it cannot. It really is that fast. And all you've got to do, if you were to imagine all of the reasons that may come up for why you don't have your desire. And I want you to almost visualize it as a little mental activity for all of you right now, as a subscription service, that you have all these subscribed, thought processes in your head. You need to get laser focused on what is actually working against your manifestation. Because the stories that you have subscribed to and you have kind of put your credit card in to be charged every single month is actually what you need to start unsubscribing to. Because I bet you the amount that you stay subscribed and have stayed subscribed to all the reasons and stories and doubts and worries and concerns that you have going on is the exact blockage for why this hasn't come in. And I also bet money that you are subscribed to that way more than the stories that are actually working for you. So once again, we cannot expect from our reality what we do not have good stories and confidence surrounding. It's just simply not possible. That is inverse manifestation. That is like saying I was 20 pounds before I go to the gym because I'm afraid the gym might hurt me and I'm afraid the gym is not a place that I can lose 20 pounds. No. There is a certain level that you have to pay as your form of cover charge, and that is taking away and dissolving and neutralizing the amount of married you are to these circumstances, to these excuses, to these reasons why. Let me ask you, why not? Like, why not you? Why not you? Why not? There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing defective within you. There is nothing inhibiting you other than the stories that you tell yourself. You have every possibility to achieve anything that you want on God's given earth. There is nothing wrong with you. There is more of a question of why not me? Why not? Why can't I do it first? Why can't I motivate and inspire an entire generation? Why not me? I can be that 1% that breaks out of this situation. Okay, so I have one more question, I think, over here, and then I will bid you adieu. Okay. What if past trauma causes you to mentally suppress the programming in your head? I'm not really sure what that means. No, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. I asked her for clarification, but it seems as if she's just put the same question again.
Well, I don't know. Is she talking about I have a ton of suppressed memories. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we all do, because our brains just go and make stuff up. I make stuff up all the time. I'm always the victim. I'm always, whatever. But, that's my whole point why I'm doing the coaching, because you're kind of wedging that out of me. You're finding those. Because you have the reason why I wrote on that was because you were saying, okay, how much money makes you feel comfortable? If I say, $100, okay, you feel comfortable. What if I say $10,000? Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
What about $1 million? What about $2 million? And then, when I said, oh, what about $1 billion? I was like, oh shit, why do I feel uncomfortable about having $1 billion? And I did all that writing, and then, that's what came up. But because of your questioning, like I said, I told Persis, I have a mentor that helps me with my life things, but this is totally different because she keeps asking these questions or giving you, things, and then it pulls out stuff that you don't even I didn't even realize I was still harboring those feelings.
Yeah.
From that long ago. So I don't know if that's what she's talking about. But that's why I want to keep working with you, because I know there's more stuff in here that I got to pull out.
And I think that some people have tried to give a clarification. Maybe she, and I don't know because she hasn't actually replied, but some people are trying to interpret it for her. Maybe she means things that she doesn't remember, so she doesn't know what to work on. I'll take a little bit of that if that's the clarification. Okay. Yeah. If you cannot even remember what are the stories that are inhibiting your self-concept or your concept of desire or your likeliness to have it, you probably don't have anything more underneath it. But I highly doubt that that's her problem, because if I ask you what are the stories that you have between you and your desire, your brain, almost like a knee-jerk, elbow-jerk, reflective response, is going to tell you exactly what the issue is, because the subconscious mind always talks back. And it will always reply with what is actually dominantly saturated in your brain, no matter how silly, no matter how dumb, no matter how illogical, it will always give you your answer. So if you can't remember, or if you're worried about not remembering all of your triggers, please understand your brain will always tell them to you. Your brain will always speak up. Your brain has a good voice and it knows how to talk back. That's why it gives you guys such intrusive thoughts when you begin to change your thought patterns. So there's no such thing as not remembering it. However, maybe in the beginning, your brain may give you a couple of reasons that are the main reasons. And as you start to dissolve that, as you continue to check in with yourself and ask yourself those questions, maybe a couple of other smaller beliefs come up. If that's what you mean, my main advice is you need to conquer the things that come up in the order that they come up. Don't try to conquer 72 different thoughts, feelings, and assumptions all at once, because most probably they all boil down to a couple of central themes. Focusing on hitting the heavy hitter topics will most probably make the rest of the dominoes fall at their side.
Well, also, too, I don't think you know what is I didn't know this was a suppressed memory. This is not something I it just showed up for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that I was like pondering for years and years. It's just, and so I'm like, I didn't even know I felt bad that way.
Yeah. You know? No, it's okay, because that's the beauty of digging down and finding like where we need to be working on. Because if we don't have something right now, and if we do have the perfect assumptions regarding ourself and our object of desire, it could literally just be a case where it could show up any moment and maybe you don't have anything left to do. But for my individuals that don't really identify with that story, many times if I ask you, like, what is prohibiting you, from getting to that next level? What are the stories that you're telling yourself? What are the things that you're still subscribed to that is going against your manifestation? You'll always have an answer for me. You know what I mean? Your brain knows what it's married to. And focusing on that first and foremost is the biggest step to get you tangible movement to propel you to the next level. So that is all I have to say.
Can I add one last thing? Because I think this is really crucial. With the subliminals and the affirmations and stuff, when I first got those from Persis, I would get major headaches because I know my brain was fighting it, because for so long I've been just negative, and to throw all this positive stuff is like, no, that's not true. But just plow through that, because it's better now. I mean, I can listen to subliminals all day long. I can listen to it at night and everything like that. But in the beginning, it was really tough because for me, it was like major headaches. I don't know versus if other people have other issues, because don't give up. Don't give up on that just because
absolutely.
Right?
Your brain actually, and this is funny because I talked about this in my mini series here on TikTok of what is the actual realistic expectation in my most two recent videos of, what your brain goes through when it starts to rewire itself and create new neural pathways. At the end of the day, you'd be surprised how much certain people's brains, based on their background, their race, their religion, their socioeconomic standards, or status, not standards, pardon me, and just a variety of different things, how much your brain actually doesn't enjoy the positivity, how much your brain actually feels uncomfortable believing in itself and telling itself positive things. So your job is to be like, okay, cool. Thank you for that little piece of information. Thank you for telling me that you don't like this, but I'm going to need you to get used to it because this is how things work from here on out. Those old stories, gone. The hard drive is getting an update. And this is the way that things work from here on out. And once again, I think sometimes maybe not enough creators speak on it, but I will speak on it until the cows come home. Reality creation can sometimes be difficult in the beginning, especially if you're an individual that wants to play big. You want to play in the big boy fields and the big girl fields. At the end of the day, that's going to take some disassociation from some of the gunk that you've had there. And depending on how much that gunk feels like home, how much it feels normal and natural for you, it may be a little bit difficult to be like, nah, that's not my truth anymore. This is my truth from here on out. And it's your job to remain persistent, consistent, focused, mentally disciplined, because that's what allows you to just bypass all that resistance. In many instances, people can quantum leap even overnight. Think about all the instances in your lives even that you may have manifested in 24 hours or less. But think about the level of resistance you had. You didn't give two hoots about whether that showed up or whether it didn't. In many people's instances, when a matter of love happens or when a matter of money happens, like something that is more of a survival need, we place it on such a pedestal. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, it only has the amount of power over you that you assign it to have. You've got to start seeing things as a normal and natural occurrence for you. There are a lot of people that may work a lot less, that may do a lot less, that may contribute a lot less and get way more out of life. And that's because their mindset tells them, yeah, obviously everything always works out for me. Things always come to fruition in the way that I want them to. I don't ever have to worry. And we're sitting over here spinning our wheels like, what do I need to do? How do I need to act? How do I need to do this and that? Oh my goodness. And I need you to understand, like, that fight or flight reaction is also what's creating in the subconscious more difficulty. More and more difficulty. We need to start seeing that this is just how things work for us. Why not? Like I said before, take that as a main central focus in this live. Why not? Why not you? You are no different than anybody else, and you have every ability to get everything that you desire. Nothing is different from you guys. So I want to thank my beautiful client for coming on, and I'm excited for all the lives we're going to create in the future. I know that we're just going to keep exploding to more and more and more money, and this will be a live that you guys get to come back to and be like, oh my God, look at how far she came. So I'm excited about it. I think you guys should be excited about it. There's a lot of wonderful gems to take home from this. And I will let my beautiful client go here. You have a beautiful rest of your day. I will speak with you soon. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on here. And
I love you.
I love you too. We will talk very soon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. I love your lives. Thank you. Thank you so much for this live. I learned so much. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. And I got to tell you, it's possible for you as much as it's possible for anyone else. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing defective within you. It's just the fact that you're married to certain stories. Get those stories out of your big head. Get it out. Get it out. Stomp on it. Put it through the shredder. I don't care what you got to do. Leave it outside the house. Starve it out. Put it to the side. You've got bigger fish to fry. You were here for a higher purpose than some of the stories you've told yourself. It's time to start acting like it. It's time to start acting like it. You are here for more. You have the ability to achieve more, to accomplish more. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. I did see your purchase come through, Kim. You have a king and queen package with my client. With my parents, I apologize. I'm so happy for you. I can't wait to see all the things that you're going to create. Omar, the goat, you know it. Out here, just having everybody's butt today. I'm all motivated and fired up. I'm just going to answer a couple of questions because I see some coaching questions down here. Can you talk about the chosen course and how it's going to tie money in? So this is just kind of like something I kind of put together the last minute. This masterclass for the Chosen Masterclass, the How to Become Chosen Masterclass, which is actually happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody that gets the ticket into that program, it is a live masterclass. It is a one-of-one masterclass. So anybody that buys it a month from now, or even more than 48 hours from now, they will be buying the replay. The beauty of this masterclass is to take it live. However, the knowledge and information you'll get out of it, you can still reap massive benefits a month from now. However, due to this program being a little bit more interactive, I am going to be teaching you a lot of the tools for how to actually figure out maybe perhaps some of your manifestation equation and some of your assumptions for where things are going wrong to start you on the path of, depending on where you are right now, moving you into a correct direction. Because being chosen is such a universal theme, naturally the original intention behind this program is to be chosen in love, especially due to the fact that we are in the month of February. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know people are going to be missing their person. However, being chosen is really something that can be applicable to anything. Being chosen in love, being chosen in money, being chosen in business. Being chosen is just an energy. It's just a state of being that you associate with in your mind. So due to the fact that although this will be education based, but it would also be talking things out and talking things through, I'm going to teach you guys the process that I do as a coach of when I need to sit down and ask myself, how can I, achieve this goal? Maybe for this instance, how can I be chosen in love, and figure out how to fill out my sides of the equation to get better assumptions and to start the process of, where do I need to begin to get myself to this end goal if I don't have it right now? So it is going to be fun. It is going to be something different. And I'm going to be helping you guys to figure out how to start thinking like a coach, how to start problem solving like a coach, how to start identifying where you're going wrong, so that way you can start to move on to the correct path. I already have a wonderful money program that's currently on sale for like the biggest sale ever. It's $134, I believe. It is listed on my website, How to Dissolve Money Blockages. This course, if you guys are really interested in money, it's going to be on sale for literally 1 week from today. So after next Friday, no more. This sale is actually even a deeper sale than my end of the year sale. So I highly recommend, if you're a person that wants to glow up the money mindset, I've had individuals off of this program manifest money in millions. And not just one fluke individual, multiple people manifest millions of dollars off of $100 and change course as of right now. The original price of that program is $250. However, it's marked down to $134 for this 1 week from now. So next Friday, it's not going to be there no more. See you in class tomorrow. Absolutely. I've seen a ton of purchases come through as she was speaking, so I know my calendar is going to be busy. I saw your YouTube and I'm going to sign up. I'm happy it goes above and beyond. It really does. My courses, my live programs are worth thousands, and I charge maybe hundreds, like 200 at most. So it's definitely something that has a huge return of investment. As you heard with her, she has worked with me for a very short period of time in a 2-coach package. She's benefiting tremendously from having me and my mother as the other coach, which my family members are also coaches in my business, problem solve this situation. And I do think we've had wild success in 2-coach packages that we're going to bring them back in the month of February. I think it's going to be something really fun and really unique and really wonderful to do, and to get multiple perspectives and problem solving for your situation. So that's all I really have to say. Thank you for making the class affordable for the next week. I did the equation course as well. Lovely. Thank you for making your classes accessible. I appreciate that. How do we sign up for coaching with you personally? You go to the page, go to the website, click on Persis' website and go to My Coaching. I will say one more thing if you would like me to hear. I see tons of people buying the Be Chosen, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Buddy, can you give me my journal, one of my journals? Does anybody have questions on the journal? I think I just want to take a couple extra minutes. This was supposed to end at 40 minutes. I know that I'm getting close to an hour right now, if not at an hour exactly. It's going to be in here, buddy. Or there. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, okay, that works. This is the proof copy, but I don't care. This is a proof copy of one of my journals. Usually when I sign up, it says either with Sam or Kim. Well, then that's because you're choosing the other coaches. So I have personal coaching package 1, personal coaching package 2, and King and Queen package. The beauty of King and Queen package is you skip the line and you get additional resources for free on the house from me. Okay. This is the journal, the Law of Assumption Manifestation Journal that had gone viral all over TikTok, and people are literally selling out in multiple countries, which is crazy to me. This, if you had this, I'll be very honest with you. This is like my entire coaching methodology in a book. So anybody that's got this book, it's crazy. It's crazy how much knowledge is in here. You have my equation in here. I teach you how to run your numbers. I teach you how to differentiate self-concept and concept of desire. I teach you how to create affirmations. I teach you basically how to not need me, which I think is the beauty of the sincerity of Persis is I don't want you to be dependent on me. I want you to take the knowledge that's in my big brain and go off into the world and be happy. So I don't want you to need me. I want to teach you the tools to never need me. And I think if a coach is not leading in that way, they're probably trying to benefit from your vulnerability. I teach you the resources so that way you can go and spread the knowledge of Persis to 30 other people, and I can impact millions of individuals. I don't want to stay married to the same people again and again and again. That means I'm really not doing my job well. So there's lots of differences between the both individual journals. There's different challenges. There's beautiful artwork that I commissioned. It teaches you to start thinking like the person. It gives you scripting areas. Like I said, it teaches you the accountability. It gives you a daily manifestation routine. It gives you mental health check-ins. It gives you so much. I see journals all the time, and it pisses me off. This is a journal I bought from Target, okay? I wish I could see the price on this. I would completely roast them. This is a journal I bought from Target. You know what's in the journal? Horse shit. Nothing. It's a bunch of blank pages. It's a bunch of blank pages. How do I learn manifestation with something like this? I don't. That's the answer. I don't. You want to see another journal right here. Okay, purchased from probably Target or Walmart or something like that. You want to know what's in it? Nothing. Nothing. Emptiness. Emptiness. This is a journal that actually teaches you anywhere from novice to expert level. What do I need to do? What do I need to do to manifest? It teaches you exactly what you need to do in a stepwise manner, and it keeps you consistent. So there's no excuse when you have this journal that you don't know what to do. You've got all the information to do what you need to do. You've got it all. So this journal honestly isn't for you if you want to create excuses, to be quite frank with you. I just thought of that. Is the journal as effective as your other stuff you provide? My journal is probably one of the most effective creations I've ever made in my entire life. However, everything depends on what do you need? What do you need? Like Noah says, what do you want? What do you want? Do you need more personalized coaching and being held accountable daily or every other day in a personal coaching package? Then maybe buying a journal is not for you. Do you want an opportunity to dip your toe into the water to experience one of my most extensive products I've ever made for a $40 or $50 price and probably manifest well above and beyond that? Absolutely. Then go for it. Every product that I have made is specifically designed to solve people's problems. However, don't pick a product that you don't feel like it will solve your problem. Now, do I say that my products can't solve people's problems? No, they're designed to solve everyone's problems. But what I'm trying to say is if you feel like right now in your life, you need someone to sit you down and be stubborn and stern with you and give you discipline and accountability, maybe buying something that you have to do independently isn't for you right now. If you feel like I just need the tools and tell me what to do and I'm gonna do it, this would be the answer to all of your problems. So try to choose products based on what do you need right now? What's the level of support or information that maybe you're lacking that you need to get from point A to point B? Naturally, I personally feel like everybody in the manifestation community should have this journal. And I really hope, and I'm manifesting myself, that you guys allow this journal to be something that's talked about in forums and on people's like community pages and tabs and stuff like that, because I literally feel like I created I created a solution to everybody's problem in the manifestation community. Like I made a product that could take probably billions of people on this app that are partaking in manifestation and solve their issue. And nobody has done that. Nobody has created that product. This product is a one of one. I've done so much extensive market research. There's never been a product made like this and explaining things to this level. This is not just a journal with pretty pictures in it. This is telling you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and it keeps you accountable. I think that honestly, that's worth its weight in gold. So I'm going to stop my little rampage here. I'm going to let you guys do as you please. The journals are incredible. And read about the journals. You don't have to take my word for it. Everybody is rating it and giving such high praise to it. I think I've been selling so many journals. Like in this past month alone, the journals are already reaching new heights. But I really, really hope that you guys put this journal out there to people, because I just know it. I believe in it so much. It can just literally solve everybody's problem in one fell swoop. Literally solve everybody's problem. And many people have both journals, Nadia. Absolutely. They're using it for two different desires. And I love that. Use it, grab it if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, leave it alone. Click off and do your thing. But I hope you literally have the greatest weekend. I hope to see individuals tomorrow at 10 a.m. for individuals that have signed up. If not, you will get access to the replay. Have a great weekend, Persis. You are a gift to this world in human form. Thank you. I hope that my sincerity and love and genuine kind-hearted nature comes through in everything that I do, because I just want the best for people. I want people to believe in themselves and go above and beyond in all areas of their life, because it's literally possible for them. I will bid you adieu. And to all my beautiful people who maybe signed up for personal coaching in this live or signed up for the masterclass tomorrow or bought the journal, I am appreciative to be a vessel of knowledge and deep, deep wisdom that people need to transform their lives. I see myself as literally a vessel of information for you guys to enjoy and reap the benefits of. Money course is on sale. All the other programs are on sale. Everything is there for you. Everything is there for you. We need to start having and start being and start obtaining now. So I will see you guys very soon.